So now finally we create our very first balance sheet. So notice that the form that you have in front of you looks a little bit different than the other two forms. We have two separate columns, and we're going to have our assets on the left hand side and our liabilities and our owner's equity on the right hand side, and we're going to show that they are balanced. So you'll see the same number here and here, and that's going to prove that we're balanced, and it's going to show you the state of our business on a certain day. Okay, or the Perez business in this case. All right, so we start heading our financial statement the same way. Please refer to page 37 in your textbook for advice on how this should be set up. So this will be Perez Investment Services. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. The I won't go. And the name of the name of the financial statement is a balance sheet. And this time we create a balance sheet and we're showing the facts about our business on a certain day. So this is the last day of September, so we don't put for the month of, we just put September 30th, 2016. Okay, we put headings on our balance sheet, so we'll have assets over here, we'll center that heading, and we'll have liabilities over here, the right hand side. Now we're going to have owner's equity down here somewhere, but we'll skip that for a moment. And we'll have a total down here, but we want them to match up with the assets, so it really shows the numbers on the same line. So now looking back on page 43 of your problem, we need to list the asset accounts here. So we'll start with cash, and actually they have everything in the order we're going to use it. So we're going to use cash, accounts receivable, office supplies, and office equipment on our asset side. So we'll start with cash, and that is $33,100. And then accounts receivable, which is the money that people owe us. We already did work for them. And that is $4,000 is what money is owed to us by our clients or customers. Then we have office supplies. And that equals $3,400. And last we have office equipment. And our equipment is worth $37,500. What would that be? Office equipment. That would be computers, desks, tables, any large equipment that you use for your business. Equipment is different than supplies. Supplies think of as stuff that you use up, like paper, toner, ink cartridges, things that you constantly have to replace all the time. But office equipment sticks around for a while. So computers last like 4 or 5 years or more. Office desks and chairs last forever sometimes, but 10 years sometimes. So that's how you can distinguish the difference between the two. Okay, so we're going to draw a single line under those 4 assets. We're going to write total assets. Add those numbers together. You should get 78,000 even. and then you're going to put a double line underneath 78,000. Okay, we're done with the asset side. So now we know assets equal liabilities plus owner's equity. And I see I have misspelled liabilities. Sorry about that. Our first liability, or our only liability in this case, would be accounts payable. Now if we had a loan at the bank, we would have another liability. We would have loans payable or notes payable. But for now we just owe maybe the office supply furniture store or something like that, where we're going to pay them off in a few months or a month. And we owe $5,700. Now we're going to skip a line and then we're going to put the heading owner's equity. It is always hard to get the balance sheet to turn out exactly perfect, so I'm helping you out here a little bit. Equity, okay. Then we take the number that we got in our statement of owner's equity at the end of the September, so, and we write the name of the account, Alexandria Perez Capital, and that was 72,300. And we put a single line, and then we write total liabilities and owner's equity. We should be able to spell that all the way out, but I can't fit it on there. Adding these numbers together, $78,000. Nice, because that's what we got on the other side, and that's what has to happen. So, double line underneath that to show we've finished adding. So, let's review what we've done here. So we have the who, what, and when. A balance sheet is always just a date, not a period of time. This is giving you a snapshot of your financial situation in a business at a moment. We're reviewing the accounting equation. Assets equals liabilities plus owner's equity. And in fact it does, 78,000 and 78,000. And I think that's it. So now you're finished with the exercises from chapter 2, and next you're going to move into the problems. I will list which problems you need to do. Now for the problems part of the chapter, I won't be giving you a movie showing you how to do every single thing. The problems is your place to grow and try to do the activities on your own. Of course I will help. Please look for me in Blackboard IM. Send me an email if you're stuck. And maybe look for a classmate on Blackboard IM to try to get through your problems. Or skip the problem that you're stuck on and move on to a next one. At the end of the chapter, on Monday, that will be February 2nd, you will be submitting these exercises that you've done and the problems that you've completed online electronically. Now, I realize that you're handwriting on papers or whatnot, so I will give you several options of how to turn in your papers, and look for that in the problems assignment. All right.